What's up, guys? This is Orlando with TGMP again, and I'm back doing another deck profile. This time it's going to be on Toons, and we're going to do a little bit of a discussion on it, and then you guys can tell me what you guys think of the deck in the comment section below. So, first I got to make sure I point out the awesome TGMP mat. Let me zoom out a little bit so you guys can see it. So now we are legit, guys. We are legit. So make sure you tell all your friends and your mama. Alright, anyways. So first, we're going to get started with the monsters. This is the Toon deck profile. So, for the monsters, we have the one-ofs. We have Toon Dark Magician Girl and Toon Goblin Attack Force. Now, Toon Dark Magician Girl, no one really wants to play her. You only do because she's the one that can attack when summoned. She's the only one that can do that. And Toon Goblin Attack Force has 2300 attack. So he's decent. And when it goes to defense position, you can save him with Kingdom. But other than that, these two are okay at best. They're not really your favorite monsters to open up with. So next we have two Mass Sorcerer. The Mass Sorcerer is the draw engine of the deck. You get to attack directly and then draw a card, so it's good. But a lot of people forget that damage calculation still goes through with Toon Kingdom. So 900 attack, it's not really much. A lot of things can just keep smacking into you and smacking into you. After Toon Mass Sorcerer, we play 3 Toon Cyber Dragon and 3 Toon Gemini Elves. And I'll explain that right now. The reason why you play 3 is the Toon Cyber Dragon is a free special summon. You don't even have to control Toon Kingdom or Toon World to summon it. So it's a good free special summon, like a Cyber Dragon, like the actual Cyber Dragon, obviously, or Photon Thrasher, or other stuff like that. It's good with Toon Gemini Elf because you can make them discard a random card from their hand. In the current meta, that's really good, being able to get things out of their hand that would stop you later on in the game. Then for hand traps, we play 2 Maxi, and I tried my very best, you guys, to get Maxis. These aren't even first ed, so yeah, I'm sorry about that. Play 2 Maxi and we play 3 Veiler. You play the 2 Maxi and 3 Veiler because you want to be able to draw and get to what you need to get, and playing against, Burning Abyss or Cosmo or anything else, special summoning, you get your draws going. And the Veilers, you want to be able to stop effects that can pop, effects that move your monsters off the field, anything like that, you want to be able to stop them, and that's the best way to do it. You do Veiler over Ghost Ogre because Ghost Ogre doesn't negate, and Ghost Ogre is still a very good card, I'm not taking away from it, but it doesn't negate, so that's the biggest thing. And then that'll do it for the monsters. Next, we have 3 Toon Kingdoms, which is your Toon World. Without Toon Kingdom, there is no Toon deck, so that's why this card is a must. Then you play your searchers, 3 Toon Table of Contents. Toon Table of Contents lets you search Toon Kingdom, your Toon monsters, even Toon Mask, which is a really good card to be able to search for. And the only thing is, you play your 3 Toon Table of Contents, and you also play 3 Terraforming. A lot of people think you only play 2 Terraforming because it gets cloggy, but the thing is, what you want to be able to do is open up a Terraforming and a Toon Table of Contents, and then your Terraforming will go for your Kingdom, and your Contents only goes for your monsters. That way you're not wasting searches on Kingdom. Next, you play 3 Upstart Goblin to be able to get to your cards faster. You want to play as minimal cards as possible, so that makes it 37 cards. Next, you play 3 copies of Shared Ride. And Shared Ride was a recent add-in, but it's actually very good right now. Necros and Cosmo are going to be the top decks, and these will help you get to what you need to get, because Shared Ride will either scare them off, or if they let you keep going, you're going to get a lot of draws off of Cosmo or Necros especially. Off of Necros in particular, you'll get about 2 to 3 draws if they decide to keep pushing after you already activate Shared Ride. And like the Maxi Failure, these don't even have the same set, so yeah, don't judge me, guys, I'm a super scrub. And after Shared Ride, we have a tech card for Demise of the Land. This card lets you, when your opponent special summons a monster, you can activate a field spell straight from your deck. So this is definitely a good card. It's like you're pretty much running 3 Terraformings and 3 Table of Contents, and then these 2 cards to be able to search out your Toon Kingdom and activate it, just in case you open up with this and you don't open up a search or anything else like that. And then you play 2 Pot of Duality, and this is just to help you dig down deeper, and you're not always special summoning, you're normally just normal summoning the monster that you have. And then next you play 2 Comic Cans. This is the Snatch Deal of the deck. but you don't want to rely on it, because if you have this in hand and then they pop your kingdom, it's dead. You can't do anything with it. But when you do have it and you can't get it to go off, it's so sacky, and you can just take their monster, take anything that they have, and then just start hitting them directly because it treats it as a Toon monster. So Comic-Can is definitely a really good card. Next, you play 3 copies of Toon Mask. You play no copies of Toon Briefcase and just 3 Toon Mask, because Mask is way better than Briefcase, and Briefcase isn't all that, and I'll explain that to you guys in a second. With Toon Mask, you can target any monster they control and special summon a monster of that equal level or rank from your deck. And it's good because when you don't really have much, but you open up with Toon Kingdom and you at least have a Mask, you can activate this on their end phase and then summon a monster from your deck, and then that Toon monster can now attack during your turn. And it's really good for actually swarming the field at times, so this can actually do a lot of pressure. And with 3, it's the perfect amount. And if anything, if it becomes too dead or it didn't work for you in the previous game, then you just side it out, or you side 1 out, you know. But Briefcase in particular, you don't play, because Briefcase is like Compulse, but a weaker Compulse, because you don't get to decide which card you're going to Compulse back. It has to be the particular one that is summoned at that time. And having a Compulse in the deck seems like a really good idea, but a lot of the decks that you're playing against right now, like BA or Cosmo, you just kind of give them their resources back. If you send back a Dante with its materials, you're just going to let his effects go off, and they can make it again next turn easily. When you do it to Cosmo, they're just going to resummon it again. When you do it to Necros, if anything, you won't negate a Trish effect, but you send it back and you're just helping them out again, because now they have a card that will stop their monster being targeted, or they're going to Trish you again. So Compulse right now in the current game isn't all that, which is why, you know, it's a one of, so it'll get played because people can make room for it, but it's not the best card in anyone's deck. No one's going around saying Compulse was the best card of the day, you know? And then you play the last one of, which is Vanity's Emptiness. Vanity's Emptiness is really good when you have Kingdom out, because when they try and attack your monster and you mill from the top of your deck, it gets banished, it doesn't go to grave, and Vanity stays on the field. So that's good. It's a good card to have on the field while you have your Kingdom, to kind of lock your opponent out while you just hit them directly and indirectly. We're going to move into the side deck, and with the side deck, it's mainly to stop BA, because BA is the hardest deck to play against because it's Fire Lake and it just pops your whole field. So we play 2 Flying Sea. This stops Tellers and Burning Abyss. If you have room for this card and you don't play it, and Burning Abyss and or Tellers are your hardest matchup, you need to side these in. These are definitely really good cards. They're underrated if you don't really play it at all. So then you play 1 Regeki. Don't play the Dark Holes. Don't play the Regeki in the side, because you need more room for your cards to get to the important things. And so yeah, then you play 2 Mimicat. The reason why this is sided and not mained is because you only need this when you play a mirror match, in a sense, because, and that's even if you play a mirror match, because if you have this main, half the time the decks you're going to play against, you're not going to be able, their cards are going to be of no use to you. The only card that would be relevant to you would be a Regeki if that was in their graveyard, or a Dark Hole, or a Terraforming if you're playing a deck that uses a field spell. But you know, Mimikat's not gonna help you with any monster effects. You know, you're gonna take a Deneb, that's gonna be of no use to you. A Burning Abyss card, that's definitely of no use. You know, a Dante or a Shadal or a Clifford, if it even makes it to the grave, or anything else, it's pretty much, it's not really gonna help you. Mimicat is, you know, it seemed like a really good card when it came out, but now that it's like the deck is out there and there's other decks to actually play against, it's not that great. This card is only that good if you find out you're playing a card that uses a field spell, so you can use their Terraformings, or you're playing against a mirror match, because then that's the only way it would be good. You know, you take a Comic-Can from them or something else. So that's why Mimicat is sided and not mained, because it wouldn't even be that great mained. So then you play 2 Field Barrier. A lot of people main this. I've actually tested a lot of different versions of this deck with Necroface, with Card Guard, with Pseudo Space. This card is okay, but a lot of people forget the bottom of the text. It says once this card is activated, other field spell cards cannot be activated. Like a new field spell card cannot be activated. So you pretty much almost lock yourself out. If you have your Kingdom and then you Field Barrier, and I don't know, they find a way to send your Kingdom back, they don't pop it, they just send it back to your hand or the top of your deck, Phoenix Wind Blast, anything like that, you can't activate a new spell card after that, a new field spell. So If I'm wrong on that, go ahead and let me know, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works, and that's a horrible thing. It's okay. Field Barrier is okay. Card Guard wasn't good in the deck because if you activate Kingdom and it gets MST, you don't even get a chance to activate Card Guard's effect. You don't get a chance to put that counter anywhere. Same thing with Magic Reflectors. If your Kingdom gets popped before you can even summon that card, it's of no use to you. It's just dead in your hand. It's not a Toon. It does nothing. You know, it has weak attack. So, and Necroface is okay, but every time you had Necroface in hand, you're gonna wish it was a Toon monster instead. So, and you know, next you play 3 copies of MST for the Mirror Match and for Cliffort Match. And that's pretty much the only reason why you would do that, and to pop, you know, back row and other things like that. Then you play 2 copies of Mind Crush. Everyone adds to the hand. Mind Crush is really good in almost everyone's deck. If you can side it, then you should be. Then you play 3 copies of Shadow Imprisoning Mirror because the Burning Abyss matchup is the worst, like I mentioned. Next, for the extra deck, we have, and a quick side note, you never go into your extra deck. You know, you'd much rather keep your Toons on field in order to just keep attacking them directly and indirectly. So we play 1 Castell, 1 Cowboy, 1 101, 1 Dagosta Emerald, 1 Black Sheep of Corn, 1 Exiton, 1 Heartland Draco, 1 Diamond Dyer, 1 Rhapsody, 1 Master Key Beetle. If you can make this, then it's a pretty good card, but it'd require you to have both Mass Sorcerers out, and you know, so the 1 Antiluminescent Knight. This is a good card because if you make it after you've already done all your damage and put it all on board, and you know, it can protect your Toon Kingdom. You know, redirecting targets is a really good card for this deck. And then Abyss Dweller. This card is your out to BA, and if you can make it, even if it's not game 1, 2, or 3, you should be making it because it'd be your best way to beat BA. Then you play Ragnar Zero, and then Goyo and Armades. And you can make these cards because a lot of people forget that Effect Veiler is a tuner. So your Toon Cyber Dragon for your free special summon, and then you normal summon Veiler and you synchro for that. Or you just use one of your 4 stars and then you make Armades. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's the deck profile. So make sure you guys comment and then let me know what you guys thought of it, or what you guys play, or what you guys test, or if you guys were interested in even playing this deck, or any other questions like that. Make sure you guys tell everyone, let everybody know this is where it's at. TGMP, we poppin'. Just let everybody know on our channel. Come check it out. We are taking deck requests, so if there's something you really want us to make for you guys, or any opinions on anything, let us know. We're gonna be doing live duels soon, and like 4 box openings and other things like that. So just let us know. I know right now we're working on a Ghost Trick deck profile. Probably not gonna have those actual cards because no one plays Ghost Tricks. So hopefully I didn't hurt anyone's feelings with that one. But you know, so we're working on stuff. We're making sure we bring a lot of things for you guys. So make sure you guys stay tuned and appreciate all the support. Peace out.